I need oxygen. Please bring me, I'm begging you, please bring me oxygen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. I am currently at the London Heathrow Airport and I'm on my way to board my flight to, drumroll please, that's right, Tanzania. I am going to Africa to climb the highest mountain in Africa and the highest freestanding mountain in the world, Mount Kilimanjaro, which will be followed by a safari. Let's get going. And after about 15 hours of travel, we have arrived at Kilimanjaro International Airport. Good morning, guys. So finally the day has arrived when we start our trek of Mount Kilimanjaro. It's 27th of December. So like every other peak, there are multiple routes to the top, and the route we have decided to take is the Mashame route only because it's the most popular route to go up. It's going to be a 7-day hike. We do have a reserved day in case we fall sick. We are hoping to summit on New Year's Eve, but let's see how the trek pans out. And today we'll be mainly just walking 11 kilometers through a rainforest, looking through some interesting flora and fauna. So this is how the Tanzanian shillings look. There's a 500 note, 1000 note and 10,000 note. And just to give you a rough idea, one US dollar is equal to almost 2,300 Tanzanian shillings. Here is our crew. Hey Mike, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good as well. So my guide is here.
Yes.
His name is Mike.
Yeah, I'm Mike, yeah, so I'm ready to go to climb Kilimanjaro now, so.
Yeah. You're all set to go. Here is the Mashame gate, guys. So here we are, guys, at the Mashame gate. They have written all the checkpoints that we'll be going through over the next 7 days. That's the target, Uhuru Peak, which is 40 kilometers from here. We are waiting here while Mike is getting our permits signed and getting our luggage ready. So I just found out that the locals here are basically the Jaga tribe and they call it Kilimanjaro.
That is Impatient Kilimanjaro.
So
Impatient Kilimanjaro, aka elephant trunk, because as you see that bit down, it have a trunk like elephant.
we are gonna stop after 2 hours to have lunch. We have found this lunch spot because we are a little tired, so we want to keep the bag down and we are really hungry. In case you guys are curious, this is what I'm having for lunch. So guys, this is the skull of an antelope. You won't find this every time you're at the halfway point, but whenever an antelope dies, they just put their skull here. Oh, that's a good hut. Oh, that's a toilet. Okay. Whew. Yeah, guys, so we have reached the end for the first day, the Mashame camp at an elevation of 2,835 meters. So our tent is getting set up. Give you a quick tour of it.
The chair and the other things will come.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Here's my bag.
Yes.
As you can see, there are a lot of tents around. These are the washrooms. There are some washrooms behind. Bit of a mishap with my stuff, so my duffel bag is not completely waterproof, because of which some of my clothes got wet. I'm such an idiot, but I'm gonna be more careful. We have a lot of stuff placed in front of us, so we are making tea and hot chocolate. Guys, I wanted to introduce you to our porter.
Yes, of course. My name is Soleh. Yes, I'm the porter and I'm doing the waiter.
Yeah. So you have been climbing since school, right?
Yes, of course.
3 years now
Uh-huh.
in the mountain.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
He has climbed Kilimanjaro more than 50 times, guys.
Yes, of course.
And he carries like 20 kilos on his back, like such a strong man. So do you like get back pain or something? Do you ever suffer because of you're carrying so much weight, but
No.
now you're getting used to it?
For the first time, you feel some pains,
Yeah.
but
After
after that,
it's all good.
yes,
It's all good.
And we're gonna climatize to the Shira 2, 3,950 meters. We go half hour back. Relax. If I'm saying Lala Salama, you reply to me na wewe pia. Lala Salama?
Nanvuvupi.
Yes. Yeah. Good night. Good night.
Good night. So our guide Mike just briefed us about tomorrow, how we're gonna go about it, and yeah, just gonna go to bed now. Need to pee, so I've come outside my tent. It's really dark, obviously pitch dark, and can't see anything without this headlight that I'm wearing. Good morning, guys. So it's day 2, 6 a.m. We are gonna have some tea, freshen ourselves up, have some breakfast. Today we are going to Shira cave, which is going to be our camp for today, and it's going to be around 5 kilometers of hiking, but it's very steep, so it's going to take us around 6 hours. So we are all set, done with breakfast, packed and ready to move to the next camp. Right, so guys, we have reached this viewpoint, and I would like to point out that our camp 1, Mashaka camp, is right there. It's quite distant now. Alright guys, so we have reached the halfway point for today. Mike, what height is this?
The elevation just 3,700 meters here.
So now we have arrived at, well, a stream.
For now.
This is everlasting flower.
That called giant Nesio.
Okay.
And the one of among the tree which live long life in this mountain, it live more than 300 years.
Guys, we have reached the day 2 camp, the Shira caves. At this altitude, my head is started to hurt quite a lot.
To give a briefing for tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll really enjoy more than today. Tomorrow we're gonna gradual ascent, no steeper like today. It's a little bit longer, higher 4,600 meters, and then back to Barafu.
Good morning, everyone. So, as you can see from the look on my face, I'm quite miserable. I had one of the most miserable nights of my life. Just too much of headache and nausea, etc. But I just wanted to show you the view in the morning. It's looking beautiful. Right, guys, so we are getting started for the day now. I'm feeling much better after having tea and some good breakfast. And yeah, I just want to point out that they gave us mangoes, which are really tasty and really lifted my spirits. Apparently we have crossed 4,000 meters right now. Our guide Joseph just told us that people who take the Limosha route come from the other side of that mountain, and then we meet at a common junction ahead and then go all the way to the lava tower together. So after hiking for 11 kilometers, we have finally reached the lava tower camp. You can see it in my background, lava tower right there. And we were not gonna stay for long because this is very high elevation of 4,600 meters. So we're gonna quickly take some photos and then start to descend, because to be very honest, I am not feeling very good.
Yeah. Live more than 300.
The bigger than is there.
Inazalisha hata kila tawi baada.
We have arrived at the Barafu camp, which is at an elevation of 3,900 meters. So the plan is that we are gonna set up camp here for tonight, and then tomorrow we will try to make way to Barafu camp, which is at the same height of 4,600 meters that we descended from today. So Barangu camp is actually quite big because there are people from Shira 2 camp as well who are going to camp here tonight. So it's almost twice the size of camp that we had in Shira cave. Today was one of the most difficult days of my life. Even the night I couldn't sleep properly, my head was bursting, and then during the day also while hiking I almost blacked out. I don't know why I was not able to get used to the altitude, but
I think around maybe 10 o'clock we arrive at Karanga. I think we will continue to Barafu, just about 2.5 hours or 3 hours to get Pole Pole. It's like this, down and then up Barafu. Barafu no rain like this, we come in ice.
good morning everyone. So it's 6 a.m. right now. We were asked to wake quite early, so we woke up at 5:15 to have tea and pack up our stuff because we need to make an early start today. We are planning to make way to the Karangu camp, and from there we might make our way to Barafu hut depending on the condition, weather conditions and how we are feeling. And also we need to start early because it's going to rain later in the day, so we want to complete most of our hike in clear weather. I'm feeling much better since yesterday. I think my body is also acclimatized, and also I've been sipping on quite a lot of liquid. There is the peak. It's so near but yet so far. We actually have to go like this and then come like this to go to the peak. Look how far above the clouds we are at this point now.
That is Barafu, because when you bring the breakfast, then you came to start with it.
We don't have a lot of distance to go to, but most of it is very steep and a lot of scrambling. So guys, we stopped to take off some layers because it's got so warm and sunny, and in the background you can see the Meru peak, which is the second highest peak in Tanzania. So guys, we have reached the top of Barafu wall. The altitude is 4,220 meters, and yeah, we're making good progress. 9 o'clock, so we are ahead of schedule, and hopefully the weather will remain good. Though we can see the change of weather, the clouds are forming, so we better hurry up. So guys, on top of this particular hill is the Karangu camp. And guys, we have arrived at the Karanga camp. So the original plan was to set camp here, but because we are making good progress, we have decided to make way to the Barafu camp, which should take approximately 2 to 3 hours. So guys, we are more than halfway to Barafu hut. We have to go down like this and then up. And if you can see in the distance, there are people descending who have already climbed and summited the Uruhu peak. And guys, we have finally arrived at the Barafu hut camp. It's 3 o'clock and I'm completely exhausted. So I think I'm just gonna go directly nap. I need oxygen. Please bring me, I'm begging you, please bring me oxygen. So guys, it's the next day and I have decided to not go any further and start to descend because I am suffering from severe altitude sickness. I couldn't sleep the entire night. My oxygen levels were 53% yesterday, which is critically low and can result in all organ failures within minutes. So I had to beg the crew to find an oxygen cylinder and was on oxygen for like an hour. and it's just not the best idea to keep moving forward at this point. I'd be taking too much of a risk and possibly certain deaths, so I've decided to turn back and head straight back down. In fact, my guide is also very sick, so we both have decided to descend, and that is the best option. So we are both gonna head straight to Moshi, the town, and not gonna set up camp anywhere today. Honestly guys, walking in a terrain like this feels like you're on a different planet altogether. Now this is where we were supposed to set camp for today had we attempted the summit, but since we didn't, we're going to move on to the Mwaka gate, which is the end point of the trek, and head to Moshi. So we are on our way to Mwaka gate where the car is going to pick us up, and because both my guide and the porter are so sick, I'm also trying to treat them, give them water, protein bar, medicine. So yeah, even though we could not reach the summit today, I still feel like a leader. And also carrying 30 kgs of my luggage 15 kilometers down, about 2000 meters elevation, it feels like a win in itself, to be honest. And we have finally arrived at the end of the trek, the Mwaka gate. Today is the last day of 2021 and this is not how I had hoped for it to end, but it's okay. I let the mountain win today, but I shall be back and next time I'm going to win. Before signing off, I just want to say a massive thanks to our crew, without which this trek wouldn't have been possible at all. I also want to thank my dad for helping me prepare for the trek and giving me all the invaluable advice. And last but not the least, I want to thank Powell, my teammate, my friend, and now my travel buddy, who not only proactively planned the trip and the trek, but actually managed to summit. Congratulations, Powell. So with that, this is going to be the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. So we have arrived at our accommodation. I want to give you a quick tour. So entering into the bedroom. Now we asked for a twin room, but they have 3 beds, so I guess that's all right. And the best feature is actually the washroom, which is really very beautiful.